Celtics update. Friday, January 3rd, 2013. The Celtics come up short again here to the Pelicans after losing a tough one to the Chicago Bulls in Chicago on Thursday night. The Boston Celtics travel back to the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts against the New Orleans Pelicans. And in the first quarter, both teams played competitive ball, and it was a great game, and it was a great first quarter, and the New Orleans Pelicans led the Boston Celtics 22-17. And then
Clippers, Golden State, and Portland all in a week. And that is some week on the West Coast that is facing the
in the second quarter, the Celtics played very good ball, and an halftime break, the Celtics trailed the New Orleans Pelicans 49-43. But then in the third quarter, the Celtics started to get competitive. They had an 11-0 run. And then in the third quarter, the Celtics
brought to you by Supercuts, Rock the Cup.
led the Pelicans 75-73. And then in the fourth quarter, it was a back and forth battle between both clubs, an exciting back and forth quarter between both clubs, but the New Orleans Pelicans proved the upper hand as the Pelicans took the lead, but the Celtics had a chance to win the game, but too many missed opportunities on the net later on in the game as the Boston Celtics lose a tough one to the New Orleans Pelicans. 95-92 as they fall to 13-20 on the season. High point man for the Celtics in the loss, Avery Ballard with 22 points, while Anthony Davis had 23 points for the Pelicans in the win for the Pelicans. Next up for the Celtics, it's going to be a tough road next week because they're going to go out to the West Coast. Next game for the Celtics will be Sunday night down in OKC for a date with the Oklahoma City Thunder here. And then they got Denver on Tuesday night, Los Angeles Clippers Wednesday night, Friday night in Golden State, and Saturday night in Portland. So this is going to be a West Coast week for the Celtics, as I tend to do. I will burn in the midnight hour during the Celtics game. For all the games, staying up late. Okay, let's take a look at our other scores around the NBA here. In Washington, Toronto Raptors defeating the Washington Wizards 101-88. In Atlanta, Golden State Warriors nipping the Atlanta Hawks 101-100. David Lee 23 points for the Golden State Warriors in the win. In 5:36-11 in the fourth quarter,
right to your home.
barn burner in Houston, New York Knicks and Houston Rockets tied at 87 apiece. Carmelo Anthony 23 points for the Knicks walk. James Harden 28 points. Down in Dallas, Los Angeles Clippers leading the Dallas Mavericks 77-75. Chris Paul 19 points for the Clippers here. In halftime, Denver Nuggets leading the Memphis Grizzlies 58-48. And the Utah Jazz and Los Angeles Clippers will get underway in Los Angeles at 10:30 p.m. Well, Celtics had their chances, but they couldn't. But they need to capitalize on them, and they need to try to get something going and try to preserve the lead. Go Celtics!